Well,
My goodness. You want me to tell a story about an angel that I saw? How did you know that? Look, this is perfect timing, Dan, for this. So these are angels that Dan's mother made. And when we went to Yap in the Pacific, they called her the angel maker because we would travel around with these little angels. The reason that I became so interested in angels is because it all started one day when I asked Dan, what are these virtues? They're so powerful. Because Dan would research each virtue thoroughly with all the different scriptures of the world. And I would write each virtue for our first book, which was the Family Virtues Guide. And I said to him, I don't understand the power that I'm feeling from these virtues. And, we've always known that they were how human beings can reflect the image of God. Because in Genesis it says, I created you in my image. Well, what does that mean? It's like a mirror. So how do you mirror the essence of God? Through love, through kindness, through compassion, through justice. But there was more. I knew there was more. And he said, let me research some more. So he went and researched. And he came back to me with this huge pile of paper. He said, this is what I found about the angels of virtue in all the different scriptures. So shortly after that, I flew to Toronto for a book signing or book. I was on television and radio and all of that. And my escort, this was about the Family Virtues Guide. And the escort said, Linda, do you mind if we stop at a bookstore? I want to make sure that they are showing the books in the store, the Family Virtues Guide. And when I said, I want to come in with you. And so I went in and I saw this big counter full of books on sale. And I walked over and this little green book was like shining at me. And so I went over and I thought, I turned it over and it was Angels and Their Mission. Sorry. Angels and Their Mission by Jean. I can't remember his last name. But I opened it up and it said that the angels of virtue are one of the highest order of angels, even higher than the archangels, like Saint Michael. So I thought, my gosh. So it added to that awareness. So then shortly after that, I was sitting in my prayer corner and I was looking out at the mountains in front of us. And all of a sudden, I saw this angel, this huge angel coming up in front of me outside. And I knew it was the angel of trustworthiness. And I was just in awe. And then later that day, our neighbor, called me and said, Linda, I have to tell you something, but please don't think I'm crazy. I said, what is it, George? He said, I was out on the deck and I saw an angel flying to your house. I said, you're not crazy, George. I saw the same thing. It was just, so that was the first time that I saw one. And I've seen a few. One was when I had a misunderstanding with a coworker. And we parted company, but she felt that it was unjust. And so I thought, I need to go and see her. And I felt that I needed the angel of justice to go with me. But as I was getting into my car, I saw this angel that looked kind of like Cinderella's godmother. And she was wearing the skirt, and she was very rosy-cheeked, older-looking angel. And she said, I am the angel of generosity, and I am the one you need. So it wasn't generosity. She said, there's enough room for her and for you to express yourself. So when I got there, my colleague, my employee, looked very scared, and I was scared too, because I didn't know if there would be conflict. So I walked in and I sat down, and she sat across from me, and she said, well, how should we do this? And I said, you go first. And I did the same thing that the angel did. I said, I really want to hear your experience. So I companioned her, and we worked everything out peacefully. And at the end, we really held each other. And I was so thankful that I didn't go there seeking justice, although that's what came out of it. I went there with the help of generosity.